Any resemblance to actual persons, living or dead, is purely coincidental. No games were harmed in the making of this motion picture.
In the previous video, I asked you to choose between those two games for the next video. However, we are not going to talk about this one today. We are going to put it right where it belongs. Here you go. Sometimes I wonder if using water for this is not a waste.
Hey there, I'm Juicy James. I've been cowboying for 25 years. And there is something I hate. It's pain when I calf. I meant when I'm bored. That's what I meant.
Hey, the call guy! Do you distribute the cards or what? We're waiting here. Okay, now that everybody's here, we can begin. Carson City, the card game, is very simple. In this game, you play the role of a settler in the American West, and you try to develop your land or city as much as you can. At the end of the game, after 1 or 2 eras, the person with the most developed city wins the game. Of course, each character card provides you with special abilities. I have the cowboy. It gives me 3 points for every ranch I have in my town. Mine is a prospector. It gives me 1 point for every mountain and 1 point for every mine in my city.
Me, I have the Native American chief. He gives me half a point for every parcel of land that is not covered in my town.
I have the heroes. I can activate them during the auction to win 3 points, and I receive 6 points at the end of the game. In the beginning of each turn, a number of terrain cards equal to the number of players plus 1 is drawn from the pile and placed face up. On top of that, we also uncover 1 personality card. Now that everybody has seen all the parcels and personality, they can choose an auction card that ranges from 1 to 11, and they do it secretly. So I'm just showing it to you so that you can understand how it works. I would choose, for example, number 6, because I know that there is a lot of good cards, but I also know that I have a very high chance to receive one of them. I'm not going to use the 10 or 11, I will just use 6. And everybody does that and put the card face down in front of himself or herself, like this. This one is mine. This one is maybe too much. This is too much. Little weak. Really want those wrenches. Oh, hold your horses, buddy. There is a snake in my boots.
Wah, wah, wah. Wah, wah, wah. Wah, 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 wah. Wah, wah, wah. Can we end the cam now? Wah, wah, wah.
Hey George, you can stop it now. We got it, man.
Hey, okay.
I won the auction! Oh. Yeah, but Jean-Paul, every parcel smells like feet anyways. Huh? Okay, everybody takes his parcel and the card that you use for the auction is put on the side. The first person to take a card is the highest bidder. And then the next one, and the next one, and so on. Except in case of equality. In this case, Juicy James and Marcel. They have both bet a value of 8. We look at the back of the personality card, which shows a skull. Skull means that this personality card is not going to be taken by anyone this auction. We have to take the back of another personality card, and what we see is a cowboy hat at the top of the card. Juicy James has the cowboy hat, and Marcel has a boot. The boot is lower ranked on the card. Therefore, Juicy James will go before Marcel this auction. Because I bet only 6 this auction, I will be the last one to choose a card.
The town with the most points determines the winner.
I won! Yeah! This game is really good for people that are learning to count. Just saying.
Hey, what I like with this game is that it's actually very simple, but every game is different because you have so much personality cards and you have so much terrain cards, and because the mix is always different, every game is unique. That's a good point. Another good point is the addition at the end of the game, because if you have children and they are learning how to make a sum of positive numbers, it's a very funny way to go with it because it's inside a game, so it's not like school. It's not boring like school. But it can also be a negative point. Imagine you have a child that cannot yet count or make a sum. He or she will need some help from an elder or a parent. Another negative point is the size of the numbers on the card that you use, the auction cards. Due to the police and due to the size of the numbers, it's very difficult for elderly people, but also for people with glasses, to see these numbers correctly. I wanted to point that out. Another good point is, if you don't have enough players, you can actually play with fictive players. And that's very easy, because all you have to do at the end of the game is count the number on each terrain card in the center, and at the bottom of each personality card, make the sum, and that's it. So I found that kind of nice. That's it for today. I hope you had a good time. See you next time. Bye bye. Which game should I present next? Papa Paolo or Raiatea? Write down your choice in the comment section below.